and boxing talk.
We are back.
Oh damn, I was greedy. I just did the last one. One of y'all want to bring us in?
It don't matter, man.
It don't matter. Look, you started it, he ended it. You know what I'm saying? That's what that is. And this we talking about Spence Ugas, so that way all three of us got in. You know
Fight of the year.
Yeah, I like to be fair.
Fight of the year.
Fight of the year.
You think so?
Right now, yeah, I would call that fight of the year because Shakur Stevenson, Oscar Valdez, people pay less attention to those lighter weights. No, I think this right now is the fight of the year.
I'm gonna tell you what fight I think. I think the fight we just talked about might be fight of the year.
What, Lubin?
Yeah.
Think it's gonna be a war.
Because I think once Lubin can't get in there, we gonna throw all caution away.
He probably will. That's true, but no, you talking about far as like anticipation and like.
Anticipation.
Yeah. But I'm talking about.
Talk about
aftermath.
Yeah,
But I don't know because we might get Spence Crawford this year, so who knows?
That's true.
Let me wait.
What was you saying that Crawford said?
Well, we're gonna go back into that. Let's talk about.
Let's talk about Spence and
okay,
Ugas.
Spence and Ugas.
Let's not just miss Ugas. Okay.
I can tell you, we all want Spence to win the fight because we are clamoring for the Crawford fight. But with that being said, I don't want to discount Dennis Ugas. This man has traveled a lot. This man has done a lot to get where he's at, and he ain't gonna give it up easily. And you talking about him getting more. And this man's buying, he's fighting for Cuba. And he ain't gonna just lay down for Earl Spence.
He not.
No, he not.
And I'm gonna go as far. I'm gonna piggyback off of what you saying. I was at Jerry House for the Mayweather McGregor fight, and I was talking to his brother Fred, and Ugas fought on that undercard. That was the first time I had ever seen Ugas. Fred sat right here and told me, he said, "Better watch out for Ugas. This motherfucker take fights on short notice, and he whoop people ass." And from that day on, I've been paying attention to Ugas, and he been whooping ass. And like I said, I even thought he beat Sean Porter.
Yeah, a lot of people believe that.
He whooped Manny. And like I said before, I don't think this is going to be no easy fight for Earl. And much respect to Earl for even taking this shit without a tune-up.
Let me say this.
Mr. No Tune-Up.
Yeah.
That's Mr. No Tune-Up.
Yeah, well, respect to Earl Spence for that, of course. But I didn't see the Manny fight but when it happened. I watched it recently. It ain't like he beat up a old inactive Manny Pacquiao. That was a fighter. Yeah, they were fighting.
But I think what happened was, and this, I think I said something on camera after the fight. I think when we did the review, I said the commentary was trash because they tried to make the public believe that Manny Pacquiao was winning the fight, and Sean Porter was the only person on that telecast. Like, I don't know what y'all watching, because Ugas is catching Manny shit, punching in between his punches, and he beating Manny Pacquiao up. It wasn't until Damian Lillard tweeted, commentary is trash, Pacquiao losing, that the commentary started to talk about Ugas. And that's the sad thing about boxing, because casual fans are easily persuaded by what the telecast is saying. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people watched a fight because of this person's a champion. They don't know who the fuck this person beat. Like when they was building up Triple G, the scariest fighter since Mike Tyson. But we was fighting Dominic Wade from PG County. You know what I'm saying? But because you hit 30-0 with 29 knockouts, you figure he a killer. Yeah. So a lot of times, man, that's why I like to come on here and try to be as consistent as possible, because people watch us and they gonna run with whatever narratives they hear from certain channels that they like. You know what I'm saying? But I want to encourage people to have your own opinion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whether you like Brandon and you disagree, say that shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, we all human. We all entitled to have our own opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to say that because a lot of people gonna go in this fight thinking Ugas ain't a game opponent, when in all actuality he really is.
Oh yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, I think that this is no cakewalk. I mean, I do want Earl Spence to win the fight. I'm an Earl Spence fan. I mean, but this is not an easy fight. I don't think that, it's just like you just pencil Earl in for the victory, even though I do believe he's going to win. Ugas, like I said, he has proven, throughout, his career, like I said, I mean, just being able to be a professional, if you know this man's history, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just being able to be a professional. I mean, it's just an amazing story. And like I said, he is not going in there to lay down. And what I respect about Ugas too is that Ugas is not ducking any wreck either. Ugas said, "I win. I want Crawford." 100%. The same thing Earl Spence is saying. I want Crawford. He said, "I don't want nothing else. I want Crawford." So I mean, as he should. And
shit. And honestly, that's what we want from these fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people try to give Earl a slack. Oh, he ducking butt. He ducking butt. To his credit, the man has done exactly what he said
he was going to do.
He's done. Other than he couldn't fight the Pacquiao fight for injury reasons or whatever personal reasons or whatever the case may be, but he's done exactly what he said he was going to do. So I have no reason to not believe him. So when he says after this fight, when I win, I'm going to see what Terrence Crawford want to do.
Yeah.
Why would I not believe him?
Yeah, I totally believe him.
Do I want to see? Would I rather this been Spence Crawford? Hell yeah. But am I going to nag about this fight? No, this is an excellent fight in my book.
Yeah.
In my book. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I wanted to see Lomachenko Haney, but was I going to cry about Teofimo? No, that's a hell of a fight. That's the fight that everybody was crying for before Haney.
That's true.
So I respect Earl 130,000% because he could have pulled a Keith Thurman and came back and fought Josecito Lopez. Or Mario Barrios.
I mean, like you said, look, Earl looked at the Pacquiao fight as like his coming out party. Like he said, as far as like, to the mainstream of, boxing. We all know Earl, as boxing fans and people who follow the sport. But he was talking about on a level like, Terry Norris when he beat Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? I see your face, man. I know. It hurt. It still hurt, don't it? Yeah. Yeah, fuck Terry. You know what I'm saying? I say it too, but still, when he beat him, he became more well known. Damn, who is this to beat Ray Leonard's ass? You know what I'm saying? And that would have been Earl with, Manny Pacquiao. But he didn't get the opportunity. But I mean, Earl said, look, when Ugas, when they stripped, you remember when it wasn't no guarantee that Manny was going to fight again anyway. Yep. When they stripped Manny,
it was supposed to be Earl and Ugas.
Yep. Earl said, "All right,
you got something I want.
Now you got something I want. Let's fight." Mm-hmm. So he's always been about that.
Like you said, I think Earl took the Manny fight over the Ugas fight for that main reason. Yeah, like you said, Mayweather, De La Hoya.
Yep, exactly.
Terry Norris, Ray Leonard. You know what I'm saying? The passing of the torch.
Yep.
From old guard to new guard. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And maybe mainstream that would have put him in a better position. Yep. But in reality, he's fighting the man that beat Manny Pacquiao.
Exactly.
And convincingly, in my opinion.
Yeah, me too.
And
I think we even was talking about it in the chat, Brandon. If I'm mistaken, we might when we was like this. What fight are they watching?
Yeah, like, to me, Ugas whooping his ass.
Exactly.
Well, when you talk about build up to a fight and the narrative, if you got that money fighter like a Pacquiao in a close fight, because of the narrative before the fight, and if you got commentators commentating in a way to favor that narrative. Yeah. Then it's easy to persuade, like you said, the public to say, okay, that man wasn't robbed. He lost to Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
But kudos to Sean Porter for stepping up, and I guess Damian Lillard for putting that text out, because if that's how it happened, then they couldn't take the fight from Ugas.
Yeah, and like I said, sometimes it just take that one person to stand up and say, nah, that's not what the fuck going on.
Yeah, and Sean was there. Yeah,
Sean did that. You know, so he get a lot of flack. Exactly. But Sean did that shit. And then, like I said, Damian Lillard followed up with the tweet, which at that point, it's like, okay, motherfuckers seeing that we being biased, we got to change the shit up a little bit.
What was the other fight? Even the Charlo and Harrison first fight? Because it was all, and they even went as far as to say, well, I don't know what fight they were watching because Charlo won this fight.
Yeah, and to me, I thought Harrison pulled that fight out.
I think it was, like I said, a close fight, but I heard, because I didn't watch it live, that Tony Harrison, Charlo, like you said, from where everything you heard about everybody else, it was a robbery. When I first watched the fight, I was like this, okay, he won the fight. But this wasn't no goddamn robbery.
And that's the thing that people get confused when the fighter that they like don't win, in a close fight, they automatically yell robbery because their fighter didn't win. It's like I said earlier, in the first Triple G Canelo, I'm a Canelo fan. But if they would have gave the fight to to Triple G 7-5, I wouldn't have been mad. The fight went, it was close. If Beevil and fucking Canelo is close and they give it to Beevil, it's a close fight. I'm like, we got robbed. Nah,
I think HBO did the commentary for the second fight, and I remember calling you and saying, "What the fuck are they talking about?"
For Triple G Canelo?
Triple G Canelo,
they did it for both.
They were like, Triple G was winning the fight. I'm looking at the fight like Canelo,
but you know, Triple G was
in
their
the second
guy.
Fight.
Triple G was their guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, and like you said, Triple G lost. What Brandon said, and y'all can go back and he said Triple G lost the story of the fight.
He lost the narrative, and a lot of
the
times,
narrative. That's what it is. The narrative of the fight.
The judges. This is what we fail to realize. We can go back and watch the fight and say, "Oh damn, I ain't see it that way." Judges don't have what is it called? They don't have that luxury. You know what I'm saying? They have to see what they see live and put it down. So how many fights we done saw one way and then went back and watched it the second time? I was like, damn, what the fuck was I watching?
Yeah,
a lot of them. So you can't really criticize a motherfucker for what they saw, especially when one judge sitting on one side of the ring and the action may look a certain way to them, and another motherfucker's perspective, they can see everything. So that's something, especially when it's
no, one fight that I still to this day, the Sweet Pea Whitaker and Chavez fight. Ain't no way you came away from that fight with a draw. Chavez won one of those cards.
Yeah, I think so.
Nah.
My thing is, if the fight is close, it ain't no telling what the score could be. Even if the fight is close, and you can have a close fight and lose every round.
Yeah, but
and see what I'm saying? Like, boxing scoring is so weird that it's not. When we hear basketball, it was a close game. We think 101 to 100. We know we're gonna order. If you hear 101 to 75, you know it was a blowout. You know it was a mismatch. It's not that way in boxing. You can have a close fight and lose every round. And then you can have a blowout and lose every round.
Clean and effective punching.
Exactly.
Generalship. And what else?
Is clean and effective punching, ring generalship, and what is it? Power punches.
Okay, well, to go off subject a little bit, then when you think of a robbery, like I said, Chavez Whitaker would be that one for me, without question. A robbery.
I know effective aggression.
Effective aggression.
Okay,
no, ring generalship and effective aggression.
Effective
and
aggression.
then clean and effective punching.
Okay, but
no, this is what I'm saying before you say that. And it goes to what you're saying. Three of us. You like aggressive fighters. Right? You like fighters clean, effective punching.
I like a little bit of everything.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying, we talk about we judges.
Right?
And, I like ring generalship.
Right.
So, I see a fighter moving around, you know what I'm saying, slipping punches, right?
Our cars might look more.
Yeah, I'm judging it that way.
Right.
You judging it on the fighter coming forward.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Brandon judging it on the fighter who's landing the clean, more effective punches.
Coming forward, but being effective.
You're not listening.
I hear what you're saying, but
he's saying as a judge, if you like aggressiveness, it don't matter whether it's effective. If you're a judge that like a motherfucker that's going to continue to, prime example, people probably was giving Marauder rounds for continuously coming forward in that fight against Triple G. Versus somebody like me or Tony, like, yeah, he coming forward, but he getting chewed down. You may score rounds for Marauder that we may score for Triple G. And vice versa. Yeah, so it's hard to sit up there and say, oh, in a close fight, well, they shouldn't have saw it this way, or they shouldn't have saw it that way. You know what I'm saying? Because your perspective of something versus my perspective of something is totally different. Then then not to mention, you're on that side of the ring, Tony on that side of the ring, I'm on this side of the ring. So what you may be saying clean from your point of view may not be as clean to me. So now I got to make a judgment based on what I see.
But
now
you
know when a motherfucker getting their ass whooped and they win the fight, a robbery. Yeah, but when it's a close fight, you can't really determine what the rounds can be.
Yeah, I want you to go ahead and finish what you about to say now.
No, I'm just thinking. I'm thinking about robberies. I'm gonna go back and look at some fights that I remember should not have even been close.
Now, I'm not saying that those don't happen. Yeah. What I'm saying is, when a fight is close, to me, the scorecards don't fucking matter.
Look, a 7-5 fight, honestly, like I said, if a judge scored 2 rounds the other way, whichever way, you know, it could be the other person winning the fight. It's not a robbery unless, like you said, Alan, like, you know, yours is Whitaker Chavez, right? But, you know, it could be a fight. You know, shit. A lot of people thought the Trinidad De La Hoya, robbery, because De La Hoya won like the first 6 goddamn rounds. You gonna say he lost the next 6 or 7? I mean, you say he lost 7 out of that? We don't know. But I mean, when you look at the fight, when you go back and look at the shit, I mean, Trinidad was. I mean, you know, if you like aggressive fighters.
I'm gonna give you an example, right?
I agree with that, but when I watched that fight, I gave De La Hoya 9 rounds.
I'm gonna give you that you did, but I'm gonna give you an example, right? Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder, the first fight. Mm-hmm. A lot of people gave Tyson Fury the first round, but all he was doing was taunting.
That's it.
He rarely threw any punches, and all he was doing was taunting. Versus somebody like you looking like he ain't doing shit, but putting his hands behind his back and walking forward. Mm-hmm. So I can't be mad at you because you felt same thing. Canelo versus Plant or Canelo versus whoever in the first round, motherfuckers come out jabbing and shit, and Canelo might throw 3 punches. Mm-hmm. But one judge may be looking at how Canelo defense is. He's slipping punches. He may not be getting hit with nothing. Versus somebody else looking like, well, this person is the one that's active.
Yeah.
So it's subjective. You know what I'm saying? That's the beauty of the sport. We can watch the same fucking fight and come up with 3 different.
Well, I mean, the Sean Porter, Earl Spence. I mean, because we need to circle back to Earl Spence, that fight. Because there were people that actually thought Sean Porter, up to the knockdown, was winning that fight.
Well, I can say the same for Crawford. I thought that fight could have been looked at either way. You could have looked at Crawford winning. You could have looked at Porter winning, which is why I was so mad.
And you cannot say that. You know, even if you thought, like I thought Crawford was winning the fight, but not by much. I thought it was a very close fight. You cannot say that people thought Sean Porter was, winning the Crawford fight because they told Crawford he was losing.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like,
and that's when you say, what?
Right.
How? Okay.
But that's why I got so mad at
Kenny.
Because there's 2 rounds left, bro.
That's true. Yeah.
If this was round 5, round 6, and you feel like, oh shit, he unraveling, he got a whole half of the fight to go, cool. But no telling what happens if that fight goes on. What if Sean holds and gets out of that round and now he's good? And now we go to the scorecards and we don't know who.
I was not mad at Kenny until his reasoning, honestly. Even though I defended Kenny because that's your son, but when you was mad at him regardless.
Fuck Kenny Porter.
Yeah.
To this day.
Yeah, to this day, y'all still say fuck Kenny Porter. I don't say fuck you, Kenny. I said you was looking out for your son, but you made it about you.
Yeah.
You did really make it about you.
If you do not listen to me, and if you listen to Sean, you will not be successful. Fuck you, Kenny.
But Sean said, he said, you know, he's part of that training camp. He was basically saying, fuck you, Kenny, too. He was like this. No, man.
I knew this shit was...
Look. I just got finished sparring like 20 rounds. You want me to... No, man. I'm not running up the mountain, man. Fuck that.
Getting old. I gotta preserve.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not doing that shit, man. Fuck wrong with you.
But so
Sean had 2 hip replacements.
Since we talking about Crawford, now we can go into
the Crawford.
Because we're not giving predictions right now, right? We gonna wait till next week, or y'all want to get predictions now?
I'll get predictions, man.
Oh well, fuck it.
All right,
go and get your predictions. Then we can get into
Spence
by decision or stop it.
I don't know. Maybe by decision, because Spence haven't stopped anybody. But like he said himself, he was like, I haven't stopped anybody in a while.
He said it might not be man down no more.
Yeah, that's what he said. Spence said, look, and I love the way he was brutally honest about that. You know, you think
he always is, though. That's why I say it's hard for me to listen to him and say I don't believe him. The motherfucker did everything he said he told you. I used to get up to 190 pounds. I just stopped doing that shit.
So, I mean, I would love for him to stop him, but, you know, with Spence with the reach... You know what I'm saying? He knows how to stay behind that jab. It's not gonna be an easy fight, but I got Spence winning.
But I ain't gonna lie, Spence looked different in this camp. He looked stronger.
Yeah.
He looked happy.
Yeah.
He looked like more in shape than normal for the amount of time we are away from the fight. And I don't know, man. Maybe he do stop him, but that don't mean it's an easy fight.
Yeah. Or maybe he didn't work so goddamn hard. We all know this, Brandon. He left it in the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. He can go out there fight night and shit ain't working.
That's true.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna
go with Spence.
I'm gonna say Spence only because, not only because I think Spence is a better fighter. Mm-hmm. But I want to see Crawford Spence so bad. I don't want nothing to get in the way of that fucking fight. And that's gonna lead into the next topic.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want nothing to get in the way of that fight.
I want to see the Spence and Crawford fight.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm gonna say this.
I ain't make no prediction.
Yeah, because it ain't really no prediction to make it. I just think
I want to see Spence and Crawford, but Earl Spence is a southpaw. Udonis Ugas throws a nice right hand. It's his best weapon.
Yeah, and I agree. Like I said, it's not gonna be an easy fight, but I want to see Earl win because, first of all, I've seen what Earl have been through. As you know, I went through my own process of rehabbing, and I know that shit it ain't easy. Yeah. Especially to go back out there at the highest level and do it in front of millions of people. Mm-hmm. So I want to see Spence win because of that, and because I want to see the Crawford fight. All right, to lead in.
Yep, to lead into go ahead.
Crawford said he's not signing with the PBC unless it's Spence.
So if Ugas wins this fight, is he saying he won't take the Ugas fight?
What he's saying is, I'm not signing with you guys. Mm-hmm. Maybe he will still get the fight, but who knows? I don't know. But he said, I'm not signing this deal unless Spence. And I agree. I don't.
He said Spence first.
Yes.
Oh, so that means he ain't taking no tune-up.
No, which is I'm glad because he don't need one. He just fought in November.
That takes Keith Thurman out of.
Yeah, he turned Thurman down.
And I'm not mad at him one damn bit.
No, fuck that shit. We done seen. Yep. Listen, we said Crawford needed to prove himself. Mm-hmm. He proved himself. Yep. And I don't need nothing else to fuck up this fight.
Yep.
You know what? And to the PBC for trying to do that bullshit. Fuck Keith Thurman. Go ahead.
Nah, I get it. You same thing they did with Canelo. They tried to get their 2-fight deal. You know, it's a business at the end.
It's a business at the end, but goddamn it, I want Spence, and if I beat Spence, I want Charlo.
That's what I think. But my thing with this is, like Crawford may be thinking, bro, just like Sean said, I'm not fighting nobody unless it's Crawford. I don't want no more fights unless it's Crawford. Yeah. Crawford looked like he at the point where he got maybe 3 or 4, maybe 2-3 fights left. Yeah. And he want to make the best of it. Keith, that's the same shit I was saying about David Benavidez. He has nothing to offer me at this point. Right.
Oh, the other thing, Spence, because Ennis is with PBC, right?
No.
He's with who?
He's with Cameron Duncan.
Oh,
but he got a Showtime deal.
He got a Showtime deal. Yeah. They might be trying to throw that fight together.
But I'm not fighting Ennis. I said,
I'm like Danny Garcia right now. I mean, not that. Yeah, Danny.
Yeah.
Danny said. He said Ennis won't make a name off of me.
In that point, for Danny, I don't see why not. Because you've already lost 3 times. What are you preserving? For Crawford, I'm undefeated. I want to fight Spence for undisputed. And then I want to move up and conquer another task. I don't want to sit here and wait for nobody else. No.
No, I ain't talking about. I'm talking about Danny saying he ain't gonna make no name out.
What I'm saying is Danny should be more.
Danny might be fighting. That was one of the fights they might be trying to make. Crawford and Danny Garcia.
Listen, Crawford said what he said.
Yeah. I agree with Crawford. But like you said, from a business standpoint, when you say fuck the PBC, it's like this. Look, it's like this, Alan. Let's say this. Brandon's my fighter. Okay, we want to come to your company. We want to take 2 of your biggest stars on 1 and 2, and then we out. So basically, we just going beat shit out your stars and
take
then we
the
out.
belts.
Yep, take the
now
belts.
You have nothing to offer these networks that you made promises
to. Exactly. Then we out. But I am not mad at Crawford one bit for demanding, like, look, this fight has been, brewing longer, goddamn enough.
And like I said,
enough. Damn it.
Earl has said, after this, there's nowhere else to turn. We're going to go see what Crawford want to do. If we can't, we're going to move up.
Yep.
So if at this point, what is he taking a fight for?
Yeah.
They fighting in April. They can fight again in September.
Yep.
August. We can have Spence Crawford by August, barring any injuries in the Spence fight.
Yep.
Well, that's
or September. Or October. Shit, I don't give a fuck.
As long as it happens.
But what I'm saying, why we gotta wait for Crawford to fight in July against Thurman. Now we gotta wait to 2023. Fuck all that.
Yep.
Crawford, much respect.
Yep.
When Spence win, we go sit at the table, and if it's a 2-fight deal for me and Spence to fight twice, cool. Yep. If I beat Spence, I can move up and fight the winner of them, cool.
Yep.
It ain't no point in me sitting around here playing. I'm 35.
Yep.
I got 2-3 fights left.
Yep.
I agree.
If I can fight Spence,
wait.
become undisputed. Let's say I fight Spence, become undisputed, and we got a rematch. And then I defend my shit, and I can move up and fight Charlo or whoever the fuck the champion is, and roll on out and bow out. Crawford, fucking he already Hall of Fame. But like y'all said, now you talking about fighter of the decade.
Yeah.
Maybe fighter of the goddamn century.
Yeah, in the 4
3
belt era.
undisputeds.
In the 4 belt era?
140, 147, 154.
Shit, you gotta put him top 5 all time.
I don't know. But shit, it wouldn't be.
But
you couldn't argue
it.
Yeah, you can start out the round.
You can't argue it.
No, you couldn't argue it.
First of all, he'd be a 4-division champion, 35. He'd be 3-time undisputed in shit.
4 belt era. Yep.
Shit, 2 of the hottest classes in boxing.
That's true.
But how can you not?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, robbery. God damn. Go ahead. It'll come to me.
But anyway, look. Okay, what I was saying, what I was about to say is that, like you said, when we was talking about what Crawford's doing,
Josh
which I don't
Taylor,
respect.
robbery. Go ahead. All right.
But that was a robbery. That Josh Taylor got your ass beat. Anyway, when they asked Spence about what Devin Haney did, right? Mm-hmm. And his response was, he was like this year, well, they like in their early 20s.
Yeah, they got time.
He said they got time for that. Me, I'm in my 30s. Crawford and all of us, we in our 30s.
32.
Yeah, but none of these niggas not thinking about fighting till 40, bro. Exactly. A lot of these motherfuckers trying to be done by 36.
Exactly. So they look. So Spence, he basically told the reporter that, in so many words, that our careers are in different, trajectories, man. Look, I'm looking to make the bigger fights to send me off into retirement.
Right.
They're looking to make their mark right now.
To become the man.
Become the man.
I already done did. That's just like Floyd never fighting Thurman. What the fuck I'm fighting him for? I got bigger fish. And that's the same shit I was saying about Canelo when they're like, why you ain't fighting Charles in 54? What the fuck I'm fighting him for? And I got Triple G's and Miguel Cotto's and Floyd Mayweather's. Well, you think I'm going to take a step back? That's like Ennis. What Ennis say when they say go fight Blair Cobb?
Yeah.
For what?
Exactly.
Looking up.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers looking up. Crawford not looking back to see. Now, if Ennis had the belt, by all means, let's go. But these motherfuckers are trying to fight each other, and shit. Who knows? Crawford probably was thinking, well, shit, if I can go up to 150, beat Charlo, Spence got to come see me at 154 after that.
Yeah.
But I think Crawford knows he got 2 to 3 fights left.
Yeah.
And he want to make the most of those fights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame them for not fighting in this. It sucks on Ennis' behalf because he not gonna have those before names like Crawford never got a chance to get the Pacquiao fight.
Right.
But you got people coming up in your generation that you're gonna be able to make your name on. Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah.
Gary Russell brother probably be moving up to 47, not too. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them guys will be moving up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so, he'll get his chance. But if I'm Earl and Bud, I'm looking at each other, and then I'm looking ahead.
And it's up to boxing to promote these young guys so that we are more interested in them. Let them. I mean, however they do it, let these guys build their reputations.
But it's always been that way, though, Alan. I mean to cut you off. It's always been that way. It's not like it's just happening now. Look, the star fighters, they not looking at no little young up and coming.
No, none of them
were. Yeah. Like I said, Ray looking at Hearns
and
Duran
happen to be
Michael Nunn.
They're not looking back, bro. You know what I'm saying? We like shit. You look at fucking Lennox Lewis. Once he got to the point, he only fought Klitschko because his fighter pulled out. Klitschko was supposed to be on the co-main event or some shit that night. Just like Ugas and fucking Pacquiao. He was supposed to be fighting Earl. But
Ugas was on the undercard.
He was supposed to, right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Lennox wasn't looking back to fight none of them young motherfuckers coming up.
That's why Lennox got the fuck out after that damn fight.
Yeah. See, Klitschko ain't no choice because wasn't nobody in the heavyweight division. Yeah. He had to fight Tyson Fury. The heavyweight division was some shit after, So it was like, well, shit, fight this big motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, you think about it, shit. It was he had ruled so long. Klitschko did. You know what I'm saying? And then when he wasn't ruling with his shit, his brother had the other title. So they was running the shit for so long. People just became bored with like, okay, who Klitschko go fight? I mean, like I said, when it was Tyson Fury, look, when it was Tyson Fury, you know, you was like, oh, he lost.
Yeah.
Like, who he lost to who?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because you just thought like, oh, it's another fight for Klitschko.
And he was fighting in Germany a lot of times overseas.
Yep.
So we
didn't. Yeah, this fight used to be on the HBO like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
See, Ugas, not Ugas. I always get these two names mixed the fuck up. Dude that's in the war, that's about to fight Joshua. Usyk. He lucked up because the heavyweights don't have nowhere to go. So it's like when you come up and you become mandatory, it's like, okay, I gotta fight you now because it ain't no super duper heavyweight division where I can say, all right, I'm moving up for the next challenge. You stuck there. So now, like Roy Jones move up and become this, John Ruiz don't have no choice. It ain't nowhere for him to go. Yeah. Plus, Roy Jones was a huge money fight for him. So I don't blame them for not fighting Ennis. And like I said, maybe Ennis will get his chance at 154. But like I said, Spence didn't get the Mayweather fight. Thurman got Pacquiao at 40. You know what I'm saying? What's the name would have had him at 42. So I mean, makes sense.
I mean, if Spence fights Crawford and gets those belts, he's not gonna stay there. He's moving up, so those belts will be vacant.
Well, it depends on what their contract is. Maybe it's an automatic rematch, regardless of what.
Yeah, regardless of who.
You know, because Crawford coming in with something. Yeah. And Spence coming in with something. Or who knows? Spence might say, man, one fight, fuck it. Because after this, I'm ready to move up. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. So we don't know. But what I'm saying is, I don't need to see Crawford fight. He don't have shit else to prove to me.
That's true. I agree.
You sit right there.
So everybody here picking Spence?
Yeah. I'm picking Spence not because I think it's an easy fight, but I'm picking Spence because I think he's the better fighter. I think he'll be able to edge it out. Plus, I don't want to lose that fight. I feel like we as close to that fight as we've ever been. Yes. And I don't want to fuck it up. Yeah. Shit, I'm almost about to say Rob Ugas ass if it's a close fight. But nah.
I won't go there. But you know the sad part.
But you know that's what's going to happen.
That's true.
If it's a close fight, Spence is going to win.
Spence is going to win. Yeah, true.
Because they're not going to fuck up. Even though Ugas said I'm going to fight Crawford, you're not going to get... First of all, we already seen Crawford can't hold a pay-per-view. By himself. Yeah, exactly. Or with Sean Porter.
So who Earl also said couldn't sell out his own
right. So Ugas and Manny didn't do that well.
That's true.
So, like I said, it's a business. Don't be surprised if the fight is close and people thought Ugas won and the decision go to Earl. Which I'm not going to be mad at.
It went to Sean Porter.
Yeah.
And in a close fight. Yep. A lot of people thought Ugas won. But, hey, look.
Yeah, because that was before the
that was right before the Earl fight.
Yeah.
But, like I said, I want to see Spence. So, at this point, I'm really going to give a... Well, but then, like I said, I'm also a fan of the best fighting the best. And I feel like if Ugas wins, then he deserved to get that shot. Yeah. But I'm selfish in this position.
Yeah, me, I want Crawford, Spence... That's what I want.
I want 3 scenarios. I want to see Crawford, Spence. I don't care who wins that fight, but if Crawford wins it, I want to see him move up to 154. Hell, if Earl Spence wins it and there's a rematch, fine. But at the end of their rainbows, I want to see Crawford or Spence go up and beat Charlo.
But this is my thing.
Or Costanzo.
I just feel like
that's the only way the Spence fight can happen is Costanzo.
Right.
Because Charlo said he is not fighting his boy.
Spence said
we
can make the money and feed our families.
He said, feed out, break bread. We brothers, if we could break bread. If the money, Spence said, if the money is right. Because like I said, Spence is in a different mindset. I don't have too many more fights, too many more years. So if we can make a lot of money for our families, take care of our families, right. I don't see why not. But Charlo said, nah, I never fight my boy. And that's probably because of them gym wars. He know the Herb would probably putting it on his ass, but I'm not gonna put that out there. I don't know.
But like I said, man, I think Crawford is right. There's no need to take no more fights and take no more punishment. Yep. Hold out. We got a week. Yep. We got exactly a week from today to know who the winner is. Yep. Winner is. There ain't no point in taking no fight in between. Nope. Now, if you was gonna sign a fight in January or some shit to fight in May, cool. Yep. But at this point, hold out, see who gonna win, and then go ahead to the PBC and try to make your deal, whatever the case may be. It ain't no point in putting nobody in. I don't want to see Danny. I don't want to see Keith.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At this point,
Right.
we're a week away.
Although
Go to the fight.
Yep.
Get your ass in the ring. Hopefully, y'all working on some shit behind. Cause normally when it get quiet is when shit getting done.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, y'all working on some shit behind the scenes to where as though the fight already fucking signed, so that when Spence win, you can hop your ass in and announce the fight for fucking September or October.
I would love that. Oh my god.
Yeah, no point in saying I respect Crawford for that. And like I said, hopefully they working on some shit behind the scenes.
Yep.
And we get a surprise next week.
Yeah. Hopefully.
And to be honest, they can make the deal with period. Regardless, if Ugas win, this is the deal.
Yeah, this is the deal. This
if
is the next fight.
Either way, you're next.
You're
you know
next,
what I'm saying? Like, because I don't think there's no rematch clauses for either guy, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think so. Yeah.
But yeah. Anything else?
No.
What I don't want to see is a robbery. I mean, damn, if Ugas win the fight, give him the fight.
Like I said, man, robberies are so far fetched, man. Because like I said, if it's a close fight, the fight could be scored however. And of course, there are rounds where you can say this motherfucker definitively won this round.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that round with Triple G when he was dominating.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know that
six,
there's no way.
seven.
But then there's rounds where it's like, well, shit.
8.
Murata did this. Triple G did this. Murata. You can't be mad if a motherfucker swayed Earl or Ugas sway. So a robbery, I don't see unless Spence going in. I don't see Spence getting the shit beat out of him. Unless Spence going in and beat the shit out of Ugas, I can't call robbery regardless of which way it goes.
Yeah, because I've never seen Spence getting the shit beat out of him.
Well, Earl Spence has not tasted defeat yet, and I don't think he'll taste defeat next week.
Even Sean and Earl, motherfuckers might have thought Sean won, but it was close.
It was close.
So you can't be mad either way.
The only thing that fight to me could have been a draw up to the knockdown. After the knockdown, it sort of just gave Earl Spence the fight.
But like I said,
but also,
motherfuckers thought Sean won.
But the respect that I give Earl Spence after that fight was the fact that I know he could have stayed back off the jab and outbox Sean Porter, but he decided to go in there and give Porter everything he wanted.
Yeah. And I think the reason why I want to see that Spence fight so bad is because you got two people who truly believe that they are the man in the division.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you got two people with dominant personalities who, if Bud get hit with some shit he don't like, he gonna say fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
We already know Earl can say fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that makes for one of those Sean Porter, Earl Spence type of fights where at that point I really don't give a fuck who win. I'm getting what I asked for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it really don't matter to me who the fuck win at that point. I'm getting exactly what the fuck I asked for.
Fight of the year without question.
And I know that those guys at some point are going to say fuck it. Because I don't see Bud pulling a Mikey Garcia or Chris Cole.
Two of the highest skilled fighters in the game.
Yeah.
You said what?
You talk about two of the highest skilled guys in the game. I mean, that's chess match, brawl. Either way it go, it's going to be a great fight.
But that's it, man.
Yeah.
Batman
Boxing
Talk.
Let us know what y'all think
Yep.
in the comments. We out.